Well, it's time again for a little tractor school, and today we're going to have a little hands-on experience. This is, it's like a 1911 20 horse Type A International. It's about the simplest form of a tractor there is. It's the beginning of a engine-powered, let's call it a traction truck. So this is also one of the first tractors to be gear driven built by International. Before that they were friction drive. So we'll give a kind of a quick look around here, and you'll notice there's lots of things on these to oil. Lots of things get overlooked in here. There's a cup on the rod that goes by and it swipes like a wick, like on a lamp. There's an oil pot. Oh, it's right in there on top of the cam itself. You got to fill that little oil pot. There's a lot of oil holes all throughout the governor. You'll see a lot of engines out there, famous engines, or it doesn't even have to be a famous engine, but nobody takes the time to clean all the oil holes out. They're all full of dirt. So the oil you do put doesn't get to the pin or the places it needs to go. You'll see the water pump right there. There's an oil galley that sits in the water pump arm, and then you give a little oil around that pin and the water pump plunger. And this is what's known as a lubrication tree. You've got 3 drip feed oilers, and I've got them all turned on already. I didn't want to have to climb up there while I was holding the phone. So down there you got a fuel pump. We'll kind of go around here, and you'll see in there you got a fuel pump, and again you got oil hole there. Oil sits in that tray there. We'll come up here and you can see there's that oil pot again, and you can oil the rollers, and then you can oil the cam that drives the eccentric for the igniter. So just tons and tons of oil holes. So, you know, and when you want to go start one of these, again, it's a famous engine. They're all pretty much the same. So you got to take this here and you can run your fuel pump. And you should hear the check balls, you know, so you know that you're pumping, so you're not doing this for nothing. And you can hear it jiggling around. Click that back into place. You come around here. And these are real simple ignition. They use a battery and a coil, nothing too fancy. And you can come up here and you can see there's your igniter. And you got timing control here. Not all these have timing. So what you're looking for is when you turn this, it makes that ramp go forward. So that makes the bar lift later on this. It makes it stay longer on this finger so that it retards the timing to help start. Another one of the features of this International famous engine is decompression. And you'll see there's a roller right there, and I can make it shift back and forth. All right, now what that does is there's a double cam. You can see there's a cam lobe there, and then if you look real close on top, there's another cam lobe, so that when you shift that roller over, it makes this thing hit both cam lobes, and that little cam lobe lifts the exhaust valve just before top dead center to help relieve the compression in the engine to make it really easy to roll over. So you want to make sure that's set so you don't have a lot of compression in your engine. But again, back to more problems. A lot of people never have the lash set right in the exhaust valve, so they'll turn their decompression on and it won't do anything, and they're cranking or they're trying to roll it over and they're getting kicked because it's hard to roll over because the lash is not set properly in the valve. So again, probably about 25-30 thousandths. You don't want a lot in these because your decompression will not work good. So come around to here, you'll notice there's fuel in the bowl, and you got a couple of settings here. I like to go to right around number 2. That's usually the best spot, so you can see that. So then another thing, nobody likes to crank and not get anywhere. So this, on your knife switch, when you move this, you hold the igniter shut and you want to see a spark. So I'll try to do this. Let's see. And you look here. See that spark? If you don't have that spark, it's not going to start. So I'm holding the igniter shut, which is right here. I take it and I do that with it. I hold the shut, the points, closes the points inside, and then when I move that and it makes a spark, it tells me the igniter's working. If you don't get a spark, it ain't gonna start. All right, so ignition's on, needle's set, quick choke right here, sideways on these, on that arm is choke. Now, I'm the only one here, so a lot of people think, oh, these are so hard to start, so hard to roll over. Now watch, I'll hold the phone, one arm. Okay, you can hear it draw the fuel. There you go. Take the choke off right away. And then you come up here, throw the compression on. Advance the timing. Put it back where it goes. Pretty simple. Not a lot to it. Just your basic form of a tractor. So, everybody have a good night.